C1music.fm. Let's talk about it. It is your host for the evening, Aaron Robinson, Jennifer Evans. What's going on, Jen?
Hello, how are you doing? I'm great.
Can't complain.
Good.
Still recovering from a little bit of a cold or whatever, but we maintaining. We got our panelists in the building as well. Jeannie, Kat, Eddie. What's going on? How y'all doing?
How are you?
Doing great.
Good.
Doing great. Doing great.
Mhm.
All right. So obviously we got Nay in the building as well. What up, Nay?
Wow.
It's good to see you, Nay. How you doing, Nay? You
Good.
got a smile on
Tired.
your face today. How was your Mother's Day?
Good.
Good.
I didn't do much, but
And let's for everybody who don't know, Nay is actually not a mother, but she steps in and play a role of a mother. So I just wanted to put that out there so they don't think you like running around with all these kids and stuff. You know what I mean?
yeah, I don't have no kids of my own.
Yeah. All right, but so we in the building. You know how we do.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna start this off with an opening question, and I want the ladies to answer this first. Now I want to say, put you on game. We started with part one. Part one, we went through four. We went through four um, line items, right? To put you on game as far as what men are looking for in women. And then part two, we were supposed to continue that. And I started this off with an opening question, and we took that and ran with it. Now you gotta move your finger, Nay.
Oh shoot, sorry.
And so we on part three. The intent is to still finish our points, but I do have another opening question. Actually, I'm gonna ask Eddie this question first, and then I want the woman to answer it on her end. Excuse me. All right, Eddie. As a man in a relationship, what should men bring to the table when dealing with a woman in a relationship? What should a man like? What should men be able to offer a woman when in a relationship? Because I find all over the internet that it's easy for men to answer this question, but it's always hard for women to answer the question for some odd reason. Women can tell you what they want from a man, but they can't tell you what they can offer a man. So, Eddie, I'm gonna flip it around and do reverse psychology. Tell me, as a man, what can we offer a woman? What can you offer a woman?
I think we should offer love, resources, and leadership.
Love, resources, and leadership.
Yes.
Do the women agree with that? Y'all accept that?
No.
No, you need more. That's not enough.
Mm-mm.
For me, I would accept that. That would be the basic for me.
That's the basis.
Those are just the
Run, hold
basic.
on, run that back, Eddie. You said love,
Resources and leadership.
resources, and leadership. And Jen, you said that's the start of a foundation.
Yes.
What about you, Kat? I know you're gonna answer in a few seconds. So, what about you, Kat? And Nate, you said that's not a good thing. It's not enough.
I mean,
No.
leadership, yes. I don't know about resources. I mean, I guess
Resources is his financials. What you mean?
yeah, I guess you're right about that. Yeah. I thought about something else when he said resources, but I didn't think about I would have said
You said you would have said provide.
yeah, like I would that provide.
To me, resources cover provision.
Yeah, you're right.
Because resources don't necessarily always have to mean financial. Resources can mean multiple different things. Kat, what about you, Kat? You agree with all that?
Yeah, for me, that's the start. But that's what I would say.
All right, cuz, take it away. How you feel about that?
Yeah, I'm pretty good with that. As far as resources, I was shaky on the resources too. Not because I didn't. I think we were different, me and Nay. I felt like I didn't want it to be. I don't want when you say resources, it just be focused on finances. But you expounded on that, Aaron. So, yeah, I mean that's yeah. What else? What else can you ask for? Faithfulness is that? I mean,
Faithfulness,
but
loyalty.
but that's like, I mean, why even embark on a relationship if you don't want to be faithful? But there you go.
True indeed, true indeed, true indeed. All right, cool, cool, cool. All right. Let's reverse it now. Nay, I'm gonna start with you, Nay, since you smiling the most. What can you offer a man?
Oh my God, why are you starting with me? I'm not even married.
I know that's one of the reasons why we put the married folks trying to put you on game. You and Kat.
Right.
What can you offer a man? We just said what a man can offer you. So if you're dating someone, you should be looking for those resources, love, and protection. Am I right?
Right.
All right. So what can you offer a man?
I would say definitely love.
Let me stop right there. Let me stop. I'm gonna let you think about that since this is a difficult question for you to answer.
It's a difficult question because I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna word it right.
All right. I got to go back for a minute because I'm gonna ask you this question first since you wanted to host. And then you and Jenny can answer this because you two are married. So Jenny, I want you to follow up after Cuzzo. Cuz,
Go ahead.
what makes your husband and what he offers you different from everybody else who potentially was a potential to offer? Because not only, especially for the single folks, not only do you have to offer something, what separates your offering from everyone else's offering?
So what made him different from everybody else?
What made him whatever his resources, his love, his protection, or what other things he brought to the table? What made his offer stand out more than any other people that could have been potentially when you was potentially dating or whatever the case may be when the time that you was getting back, you was on the scene. What made him stand out? Was there anything that made him stand out? I don't know. So
Yeah.
I'm just asking because of the simple fact that I think for people who are not married, especially when women on a woman's side, when they say, "Oh, I bring myself," or "Oh, what can you offer?" For a man, for people who have options, what you bring to the table has to also have some sort of a standout. You know what I mean, and make you a little bit different than what other people are presenting. So I'm asking you, what did he present? And we can even go back and ask, what did you present that was different?
I think that I just felt like he was sure of himself. He was ready. He just seemed ready. I told you on our first date. So my husband and I met online, if y'all didn't know. And we talked, and I actually had, so the advantage of online dating, let me say, which I like, there was three guys that I liked. One lived too far away. One, he just X'd himself out. And so it was the guy that kind of lived far away. And then Lyndon was actually the first guy that did a like on me too. But when we had great conversation, he and the other guy for a minute. And then I decided I wanted to pursue a relationship with Lyndon. And when we did our first meetup, I told you he was like what are you looking for? And I said, I'm not looking to date. I'm looking for a long-term relationship to marry. And he was like, that's what I want, or vice versa, whatever, like that. So he was ready. He was just ready not to play around. I promise you, there's a guy that I met and he asked me if I had any friends. And I was like, yeah. I said, what are you looking for? And he was like, I just want, a nice friend. I'm looking for, a long-term relationship. And I said, as to marriage? And he was like, no, I'm not ready. I don't want to marry. I'm like, this dude is like 66 years old.
Almost dying. Like,
So I'm like, how? And what friend would I? But I should have known because, yeah. Anyway,
Well, you
I'm
was
like,
on a dating app and he asked you about a
no.
friend?
This is a
Oh,
guy
I was about
this
to
is a
say,
guy
that's-
that, no, I'm married. It's a guy that I met. He was a customer of mine, actually. And he was asking me, about, hey, do you got any friends, single friends? I was like, oh yeah. Because everything about him is great. Business owner, like established, nice looking. I was like,
oh, I
wow.
got
But when
a
he's,
friend for him.
huh?
I got a friend for him, but I don't know. I think she wants long term though.
Yeah, well, I mean, he was saying, yes, long term, but why would you hang around and not? I mean, if
Right.
you're going to do all that, then you might as well get married. Why? What is the whole thing with not getting married? That's what. So,
Because somebody take his stuff away.
I mean, hey, if you're a person like that, then I guess not get married.
That's what people think now. That's how people think now in my generation.
Yeah. But so with my husband, he was sure, he was ready. He wanted a relationship and he wanted marriage. He was just ready at that time.
Okay.
And serious. Yeah.
Jenny, what about you, Jenny? What differentiated your husband from all the other people, or did you just settle?
No, not really. No, I didn't settle. Probably our shared values and interests, which I believe should be aligned. It is important that our values and interests and goals in life are all aligned because it would contribute to a common vision for the future for both of us. So we're not just dating to date; we're dating to marry. So, yeah.
Okay, that's what made them different,
Mhm.
or made them stand out. So, was there any people that was trying to date you that were just dating the date, and you was just like, yeah, nah, I'm good on you?
I don't know. I didn't really, get on a lot of. I didn't go into a lot of relationships, so I wouldn't know.
Gotcha. All right, Kat, I'm asking you this, Kat. Um, I want to know. So, what do you have to offer, and what makes you different than what other female has to offer? Why should a man pick you?
Oh my god. That's a hard question, but I will love, I'll trust, and respect the man. So, I don't think women have so much to offer to.
That's because I was about to say that's the basics. That's not a that's not a selling point. I love and respect, because if you was to ask, like, if you ask women, like, how much do your man need to make, how much he needs to do this, that, like, women have all these high expectations. You know what I'm saying? But then they don't bring nothing to the table. So if you just saying you bring in love and trust, is that good for you? Is that good enough for you, Ed? Love and trust?
No. But she mentioned one very, very good thing: respect. I think what men want is respect. I think we interpret respect as love. If you ask me, yeah.
I would agree with that. I think respect and peace. Go ahead, though. Kat, that's it, Kat?
Yeah, I don't
You
think I have
Just
much.
saying trust.
That's what I can
You
see
don't have
on.
much to offer. So as of today, you don't have much to offer. I don't know if that's a good
Yeah,
or
I don't
bad
want
thing.
to be
Meg, what
delulu or
about you, Meg?
something. So
You don't want to be delusional. What about you, Nay?
Well, love was.
You said love and what?
I said love was one of them that I
Okay.
said. I guess I would have your back. Definitely. I think like what you said with the covering, I feel like you definitely want to make sure that
A man's supposed to cover you. You ain't supposed to cover a man.
but I feel like women should have their man's back as well.
So that means in order for you to have a man's back, you got to have some resources too.
I'm not talking about finance.
We just said resources don't necessarily mean always finances.
Okay, but wouldn't a man want to know that he's dating somebody that, like, if he was to get sick?
Resources. Hold on, Nay. Resources can mean cooking.
Oh, okay. Well, then
Resources can mean knowing how to clean the house.
yeah.
Resources can mean a whole bunch of different things.
All right,
Resources
so
can
then
even
love
mean having some of your family members be able to be a support cast. Like if we had kids and somebody need to watch our kids so we can have some us time, you know what I mean? Resources can be some of your family being a support cast. I mean, there's many different things.
Okay, so then I'll say love, resources, and
I don't know about based on me and your conversation me and you had this weekend. I don't know about resources.
Why you say resources? I feel like it should be on both ends. And I'm not talking about the financial part. I'm talking about the other stuff.
I'm talking about the other stuff too, but
that's cool. Like, wouldn't you want to know that somebody got your back? Because you can be dating somebody and you think that's the one, and you get something happens to you, and then she leave you. Then what?
All right, so cool. Anything else that you offer? Having my back. I mean, that's kind of like if I was going to marry somebody, that's kind of like a given anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Why you laughing, Eddie?
Honestly, I never had nobody ask me, like guys don't really ask that.
Yeah. All right. Listen, the reason I want y'all to respond to this real quick because there was a lady who made a video and she said, I want y'all to listen to what she said. All right. She's in her 30s. Right. And I just want to hear y'all respond. And I want to hear everybody on this panel respond to it. All right. So I want y'all to take a listen and then, we're going to say it's the state of men and the state of women. Let's talk about it. All right, here we go.
I realized today that I have nothing to offer a man.
You guys ever notice how women have way more competition than men in dating?
And you come out looking like a goddamn elephant.
Hold on real quick. I'm trying to figure out why is this doing this. Hold on just a second. I think I clipped the wrong part. I might have clipped the wrong part, but let's skip through this. Hold on. That's my fault, guys.
Yes, her face looked like
today. I can't tell you why a lot of and then I just it because I just found that out today. So I was and I feel like to offer a man. The point of me making this live was basically I realized today that I have nothing to offer a man. Nothing. And I feel like it took me 32 years to realize it because I just found that out today. So I was today years old when I realized it. And then it took me a lot of pride swallowing to be able to admit it. I'm going to tell you why I feel the way I feel. This is not based off anyone else. This is only based off myself. But I just wanted to share it just in case it may help somebody else. I feel like I don't have anything to offer to a man because a man asked me what I had to offer him. And it was the way he asked that made me realize that I don't. He simply stated, I realize that you're single, but tell me what would I benefit? I work. I didn't have nothing else to offer. And the reason I realized that I didn't is because I got to thinking about myself. And all I've been doing for so many years is just working and taking care of kids. I don't know necessarily what I'm into. So there goes hobbies. I'm not necessarily sure my feminine level of energy because majority of my relationships, I wore the pants. So how can you, as a woman, offer to be a woman to a man if you've never fully been a woman? I am a woman because I'm a female, but I'm talking about like actually be a woman, like to a man. I've never experienced that, so I don't know what that feels like. So I can't honestly say that I have anything to offer as far as a woman outside of just being a woman. So that means all I really do have to offer is something because I'm a woman and we have one. That's really not enough. I can't honestly say I can offer you a nurturing environment because I'm too frustrated about the children that I have and the lack of help that I have with them. So it's like I can't necessarily be so nurturing to you when I'm frustrated at the amount of nurturing that I'm already doing. So therefore, I know I can't offer you that. I can offer cooking for you, but then to me, it comes at a price because if you're coming and you're sitting and you're eating my food and you're not providing any of it, I'm a feel away. So now I'm offering you bitterness. That's not anything a man wants. Why would you want a bitter female? Well, I'm bitter because of my own merits. So it's not your job to fix the bitterness. It's my job to fix. As much as I want a man to come to me ready, able to provide, work, and handle himself, I think that me as a female, I need to have my emotions in check because if a man wants peace, I don't have any because I'm frustrated. I'm bitter, I'm emotional, I'm upset. So I made this video because today I realized that I don't have anything to offer a man outside of good looks. And I learned that I don't want a man for just his looks. So how can I be so selfish and only offer a bare minimum and expect so much? Now, I don't know about all these other females. Other females may not agree or even feel the way I feel.
All right. Who's going to respond first?
I'll do it.
Go ahead. Talk to me.
I can agree on certain things that she has said.
Like what? Let's be specific. What do you agree on?
Because I'm 33, and now that she said it the way she broke it down, I can relate to some things. I don't have a whole bunch of kids, but I have raised my niece since she was 3, and if I had to like nurture my own kids, I would probably, I don't know. I can get the frustration because I did a lot by myself with her, and it was like I was a single parent out here. So I can't, and I was very frustrated, and especially when I had to find babysitters and stuff all the time and work. I worked a lot. I can relate to her in a lot of ways.
You were bitter?
I wouldn't say I'm bitter. I'm not. I wouldn't say that. But what am I? I wouldn't say bitter, but am I frustrated? Yeah. I definitely would be traumatized if I ever had to, raise my own kids on my own. That's why I prefer to be married if I have kids.
So overall, are you saying that you have nothing to offer a man?
No, I'm not saying that. I said I'm agreeing with her.
She came to that conclusion through her agreement. Hold on, I want to give a shout out to, let me see here. Let's start off with Grace. Grace says here that woman should offer a man her unconditional love, trust, loyalty, time, and attention. Include him in her plan for part of her life if they're just on dating phase, girl-boyfriend relationship. There are just a few things a woman can offer her man. The only thing I disagree with Grace on that is that I think for a man, we had said this in a couple of podcast episodes before, that most men, especially who are making money and everything, who know their self-worth and they're, handling their business and they're providing resources, protecting and all that stuff, they're not trying to be in competition with you. So they're not really trying to fit into your plan and whatever the case may be. Right. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's more about you as the woman trying to fit into their plan. Especially when we're talking about covering, right? It's about you being able to bring all the things that you have and come under their wing and in their plan. So I look at, if a woman says she has her own plan and that's not something that can come under my plan, then I look at that as a contradiction or conflict. I also want to give a shout out to Lily. That's the homie. Shout out to you, Lily. Thanks for listening in. But Jenny, talk to me, yo. What you thought about what she said? Did she have any did the young lady who was talking in the video have any validity to what she's saying? Do women nowadays who's going through those type of situations have anything to offer a man or value?
Actually, I thought that's on her. That's her problem. If she's like bitter and frustrated, she should try um to work it all by herself first before entering a relationship if she's not in a relationship yet.
But I think she came to that conclusion. I think that's what she was saying in that. I don't have nothing to offer a man right now. I got my own problems I got to fix.
Yeah, yeah, and I agree with her on that. She needs that first.
How do you fix those problems though? If you have kids, you frustrated with your support that you're getting from whoever is supposed to play child support or whatever the case may be. Um, you know, how do you get to a point where you can not be bitter so that you can what she called it, Eddie? Can she wants to be a loving wife to her husband, but she doesn't know how to because she been playing the lead role in all her relationships. Cuzzo, talk to me. You look puzzled, so talk to me, Cuzzo.
No, that chaos. No, I think that I mean that's just life. I mean, I get what she's saying that she should redirect or maybe deal with those situations differently. Maybe not with just frustration and whatever, but I don't think that negates what you have to offer a man. I just think that no one is, I feel like no one is perfect. So, I mean, if she has any man that gets with her knows that she has children, I'm hoping. And so that will take some of the stress. I'm hoping that they would be prepared or they would know if they got into a relationship with a woman with children that they should be prepared to assist and take on a role of father figure in some way. That's just the way it is. And I think that would take off a lot and help her with her frustrations. And then, yeah, but I don't think that necessarily means at 33, she just doesn't have anything to give to a man because life has just hit her hard or we all make decisions and
But
we
do
got to
you
deal
think
with
that
it.
she needs to work on herself first before she, or can
Yeah,
she
I mean, well, let me say
work
it's
through that stuff while trying to date?
yes. I mean, yeah, I mean, the way that she responds to, yeah, the way that she's responding to her life situations, yes, she needs to work on that so that she doesn't
Prior to
lash
getting into
out.
a relationship,
Huh?
prior to being in a relationship.
Yeah, I think that would probably be best for it to last. Hmm. Yeah,
Okay.
but like I said, I don't want her, but I don't think that she should go all the way. She's like, this is one end, I'm ready, and this is the other end. She's all the way over here just because life is lifing. I think that she should give herself some grace and recognize she's already halfway there. She recognizes what she's dealing with and how she's, how she's dealing with it in the wrong way. So she just needs to work on it and then
True
right.
indeed. She came to that conclusion though because a man asked her, "What do you have to offer me that's different from what every other woman can offer?"
I think stuff like I don't like questions like that. To me, I don't like questions like that. Now I'm gonna say at my when
Me, go ahead. I'm gonna let you talk because,
I
but I
don't
think
think
that's
to me
valid questions though.
I don't necessarily like what's the difference between me and me? You got 4 women on here. We're all 4 100% totally different from each other. I mean, just aesthetics alone. Everybody looks 100% different. I have the chink eyes, like I mean, whatever little eyes, and Jennifer's eyes are like, I mean, skin color. What's name has both of them have doe eyes. Like we're just totally different. The way we carry ourselves, the way we respond, our voice,
But
everything is totally different.
that's all part of the answer though.
Right. But I'm saying, but what I have to give to you is not the same as Nay. And if you want Nay, if you're going to ask me what's different from what you got to give to me that Nay
But I'm
can't
not.
give to
So
me,
here's the
then
thing.
let me
We're
say,
not.
go ahead
Hold
on
on,
down to
Jen.
Nay.
Hold on,
Go ahead
Jen.
over to Nay. I'll pass
Jen,
it off
hold
to you,
on.
Nay. Eddie, you want Nay?
Hold on, Jen. You approaching it wrong because you're making it sound like it's a competition.
Well,
We're
But
not
that's what
that's
it
asking.
how it
sounds like to
sounds when
me.
a
No,
guy
That's what it
says
sounds
that.
like
but
to me.
it's not a competition.
When
But you need to, like, as a man, we need to boldly know what we can bring to the table. If we can cover, take care of, provide, do all those things, right? We need to know that for sure when we get into a relationship. In the meantime, because this is what the issue with what to me that I have with females. Females always think that they know what men want, and most of the time they think that the things that men want are the things that they want, and most of the time it's not. Men don't care about your degrees. Men don't care about like
Right. They
you know
don't.
what I mean. All these things that you know uh women are saying that they bring. Oh, I make my money and do it. Yo, men don't want to compete with you. Not to say that you should not make your money and do your thing. We're not saying that. But if you putting that prioritizing that over being a wife or being in a relationship, you're not gonna never be able to be in a situation. But it's not a competition, no. But it is what do you have to offer at this point in time and moment. That's really what it comes down to. And based on where you at in your life and what you can offer, will determine if a man wants to be with you or not. And it's not about competing. Like, yeah, every woman on this podcast is totally different.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And y'all bring different things to the table, different flavors.
Mm-hmm.
I could sit here and tell you now, when I was getting married, like, yo, I could. Nay, you cook, Nay?
Yeah, sometimes.
See that you ain't talking my language. Kathy, you cook?
I do.
And listen, hold
sometimes.
on. And listen, and it's not even that my wife cooks every day or anything like that, because she don't. You know what I'm saying? We got our own little, but at the end of the day, I know she can hold me down. You said hold us down, right?
said
You can hold me down if you need me.
sometimes.
Huh?
I said that's why I said sometimes. And
But if you ain't, but do you cook? All right, so look, you raising your niece right now. Do you cook for her?
yeah, sometimes.
So when you say sometimes, out of
She
a
is
7-day week,
14.
out
When
of
she was-
out of
when
a
she was-
7-day week, how often do you cook for her?
Well, now, but I told you my situation. My cousin cooks every day.
See what I'm saying?
But when we no,
You
I
ain't even
that's
you ain't even
because
chefing
we
it up.
moved.
Cat, what
No,
about
that's
you,
because
Cat?
we moved. But when we were in our old place, I cook, or if I didn't, I will get something to eat. Where she ate every day.
Sure, you're right.
Put it like that.
Sure, you're right. She ate every day.
She
Jenny,
did.
how often do you cook, Jenny?
That's my normal.
What you think, Eddie? That's what
But
normal.
Jenny's
What you think?
also married. She's not a
Yeah.
single
We trying to
parent.
put you on
Not
game. If you want to get married, you better, know what I mean? That's the whole point. She's also married. Absolutely. That's
All
what we're
right,
talking
so she
about.
has time. I don't
even
have
when I
time.
wasn't married yet, I'm always the one.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing all that.
See, and that's there you go. Kat, what about you, Kat?
I do sometimes, not every day.
I remember one podcast, Kat, you said you don't cook at all. You don't even know how to cook. Remember that, Eddie?
Yep,
You
yep.
capping? I be calling Cap on here, man. Y'all be capping, man. Kat said on another podcast she don't know how to cook. She not even trying to cook. She ain't beef for all that.
Oh wow. Well, can
Yeah.
I say this?
I
The last person,
don't know
the
how
last two
to
people I
do.
dated, they
I wouldn't say.
Hey, you don't know how. We know. Go ahead, Nate. What you were saying?
Ooh.
no, I was just he said because you don't know how. No, what I was saying was the last person that I was dating, he liked to cook. He cooked every day. That was his thing. And he can cook really good.
All right, so in that case, he wasn't looking for you to do those. So those when we
No.
going back to what you have to offer, you know what I'm saying? You know, but Eddie, talk to me, Eddie, because do women have these crazy expectations that they want for a man to do, but then they don't want to bring nothing to the table? Is that true or false?
True.
And listen, I'm not single, so I mean I'm married, so I you know what I mean, I'm just that's why I got Eddie on here to hold the single folks down. You know what I'm saying?
Eddie's single. I thought he had 5 wives.
Nah.
I did.
Nah, Eddie not married at the present moment. But go ahead, Eddie.
Excuse me. I think let me go biblical a bit. If you look at the Bible when it talks about wives, the Bible talks about their qualities. They're not told what to offer mostly. They're told about how to behave in a marriage. But as men are actually like commanded to provide. So it is the duty for the husband or the man to provide. Actually, the Bible says, if you do not provide, you're as good as an unbeliever, I think, or something like that. Yeah. And then the Bible dwells so much on the qualities of how a lady should be, or how our wife should be. So I personally, I do not really look at what she will offer. I'd rather look at the qualities she has. Yeah. I don't care how much she makes or doesn't make, but qualities. Is she the Proverbs 31 woman? Yeah.
Listen, at least as of right now, the 3 women that are on this podcast in the present, and Jenny is actually married, but they all said they wouldn't give her their social media for
No,
they man.
I'm not.
And that to me is a red flag.
How is that?
If I was single, that would be a
But
red
that's
flag.
not a red flag, because there's some people who actually do.
How you going
work
to
with it.
look? How you going to tell me what's my red flags? Like what I validate as a red flag?
Okay.
Now, if my shorty needs to go out with her girls, to get a hot Atlanta situation or whatever the case may be, or go to Miami or go to Tulum, you know what I'm saying? For a quick vacation without me. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you don't let your wife do girl trips?
My wife don't even ask me can she do girl trips because it ain't a priority like that. And she has done girl trips, but it ain't. They ain't going to Tulum.
I thought that was supposed to be more romantic. Tulum.
Yeah.
I never been to Tulum, but I've been to Mexico.
Yeah. If
Miami and Atlanta.
If you trying to have your hot girl summer, I'm not your guy.
My husband doesn't let me go on girl trips. I don't go on girl trips.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he said I didn't get married to. Yeah, he didn't marry somebody.
Dang!
Yeah.
Oh my God!
See, and you still got that mentality, so that'd be a red flag for me too. Look at you, you disappointed already.
And right now, my mom's in Florida with her sister and my sister. They went down for a church event, and my dad doesn't care. I know, but my mom's not like she don't be doing no wild stuff like that. But I'm just saying.
But if my wife wanted to go with some of her friends to a church event, I'm not gonna argue with that. It's a church event.
But so what if like her friend has a bachelorette party for her getting married?
Yeah, I see.
Go there?
That ain't the vibe. I don't. That ain't really the vibe.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of bachelorette parties or bachelor parties either.
If she was like not vacationing. Nah, not vacationing. If she was somewhere local and they, the girls was getting up for a bachelor, you know what I mean? Yeah, cool. But and it really depends on what the wave is, because my wife has discernment too. So she already know that I'll have a problem with it. She ain't gonna be with it. Mm-hmm. And that's the type of person that I would want to settle down with.
Mm-hmm. But everybody's different.
And vice versa.
Everybody's different.
So Nay, let me ask, if you don't have a problem with your man going to the I don't know what y'all call it out there. Well, everybody call it in different places. The go-go bars or titty bars or whatever.
No, I'll go with them. I have done that. Get together as a team. I'm not mad. I don't care about that.
Cat, you with that, Cat? That's your wave too? Huh? Cat, I can't hear you. Is that your wave?
Them have their own time. No.
You say you'll let them have their own time? So you cool with your man going though?
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah, it's a strip club. Who cares? Who cares? They hoes anyway, so who cares?
I'm older now, so I ain't into it. You know what I mean? That ain't the wave. Mm-hmm. Especially to me, for somebody who's trying to settle down and get married. If you telling me that you want to get married, like if you dating a date, then cool. But if you dating to marry, that ain't. You got to practice what you preach. If you allowing that stuff to happen, you can't change up when after y'all get married. You want somebody who's on the same wavelength as you. Am I right? Am I wrong?
Yeah.
No, you're right.
Correct.
So if that's your wavelength, you wouldn't be my wave. If you doing all that, if you even bringing it up, like we even got to get to an argument about it. Yeah, it won't. We won't make it. You know what I'm saying? You get moved into the, I don't know, girls outside category, man. Like I ain't. You want to be wifey material?
Outside. Say like, let me stop.
You want to be wifey material?
I'm just joking.
No, you're not. You serious?
Yes, I am. I had
You
to
only
go to a strip
joking.
club.
You only joking now because you the odd one on the call right now.
No, I don't care. This is me. Listen. I'm telling you what I did in the past.
Nah, I feel you. I'm just messing with you. Nate.
Now I don't. I mean, I'm single, so it really doesn't matter. But if I was in a relationship or dealing with somebody serious, then I don't really talk to guys that.
But I have a problem, Nate. I have a problem. If you looking right now, do you want to date to get married?
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
But you cool with your man going to the titty bar?
I can't even say. In the past, I was okay with it, but I'm saying now that I'm in my 30s, I don't really even date guys that even talk about going there. Like I never, in my 30s, I haven't done that.
Well, also it depends on where you at and where your location is.
Yeah, because you got to be in the city. Like, Philly got all the strip clubs and stuff.
So if your man was like, "Yo, I'm going to Philly with the fellas tonight," you ain't asking no questions. You like, all right,
no,
cool.
I'm definitely asking questions.
And if he tell you, "Yo, we going to the John, we going to the John ski."
Listen,
I got my singles.
Nah, you can. You can pay me. No. No. You're not about to be paying hoes. No. If you my man, absolutely not.
So, and Kat said she don't have a problem with her man going too. So, I'm saying like,
well, going out, but going to a strip club, if a guy going to a strip club all the time, that you have a problem. So you definitely not the man for me. That's weird. Like if it's not like an event, like I said, bachelorette parties and stuff.
So
let me
ask, Eddie. I'm gonna ask you this, Eddie. If you are married and your wife wanted to go with her homegirls to the club just to go dancing, they just gonna go dancing. And she say like, "Yo, I'm not even gonna be dancing with men. Me and my girls are gonna dance together, whatever." Are you with that?
No.
Oh, they.
Well, if you both like trust and be honest with each other, that wouldn't be a problem, right? Trust each other 100%. So you both can go on boys' night out or girls' night out when you're both stressed out with each other.
Yeah,
man, I'm not feeling you, Jenny, right now. I'm not feeling you, Jenny.
I don't see nothing wrong with that, friend. Lighten up.
Nothing wrong with it.
It's not about being so here's my thing, man. So
it sounds like you want
you would know your limit.
I want what you saying that you want. It's just that I don't want it in the way you want it.
So you don't want her going to no clubs at all, like no lounges, like one day she just want to get cute, get her makeup done, go out with the girls. That's a problem.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Can I be honest with you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Be honest with you. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. And cuz you tell me, cuz because I don't because when this come out my mouth, it's gonna sound like I'm the bad guy. Okay. But I want y'all to, and Jenny, you tell me too, Jenny, because you married as well. Although sometimes, Jenny, you be saying some crazy stuff too. But let me say this. I'm not really even looking. I don't even want to marry somebody who's interested in still going to the club.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not interested in marrying somebody who want to be still be out there. Like, we married. Like, why? I'm not even looking to do that.
I'm not saying that you can go to Love
Hold
life.
on, Jen. Let me finish, Jen. I'll let you throw your 2 cents and just follow me here. I don't even want to do none of that now. You know what I'm saying? That ain't even in my system no more. And to be honest with you, when you said this before that you disagree with me, but when I was like, once I got to a certain age bracket, and when I got to a certain age and a certain financial bracket, you know what I'm saying? Like going out was kind of corny. Like everything now is like, yo, you chill at the crib. Like you benefit you benefit from the fruits of your labor. I would rather have the fellas over, you know what I'm saying? Have a barbecue, chill, had chicks come through, whatever it was. Like we was doing stuff like that now. You know what I'm saying? Buy your big screen TV show, you know what I mean? Something, you know what I mean? You like that's what the fellas did on the evening. Like we watched the game and chill. Like we wasn't doing like now when you get married, that's what you're doing. You watch the game, chill, whatever, you know what I mean? The fellas, like when I link up with my guys, most of the time is to watch a boxing fight or to go support one of their kids or something, you know what I mean? Like you go to a game, watch one of the kids play or something like that, or one of those type of functions, man. And when y'all do go out on a grown folks thing, it's usually a whole bunch of couples going together, like, you know what I mean, going out to eat and enjoying something, you know what I mean? Like going out to dinner or something. You know what I'm saying? And outside of that, you do your own dating with your wife. I do my own dating with my wife. You know what I mean? And for you, maybe that's boring. But then at the end of the day, maybe it's not for you to get married. Talk to me. Am I wrong? Like Jennifer, you be going out like that?
No, I don't. The last time I went out with some girls, women, it was we had something for work. We had a class for work, and we went out to lunch afterwards, and then went about our merry way. I don't necessarily, and I do have functions at my house, but to each his own. I've never been like a club person anyway. I've never been like that necessarily wasn't my scene. But I know that my husband, that was one of the things he would not want me to know. I told you, he doesn't want me to go on girls trips. He doesn't, and I respect that, so I just don't do it. I don't do it.
Are you frowning, Nay?
I ain't frowning. I'm listening because she's married, so I get it's different. I'm single. I'm in my 30s.
Hold on, let's say
I don't party.
Hold on, let's hear Jenny, because Jenny sound like she's wavering on the other side. So what you want to say, Jenny?
Well, what I mean about going out with friends is just spending time together, like
exactly, Jenny,
and like unwind, meet up.
Sometimes you need that as a woman,
because it is important because you need to really, like when you're stressed about the kids, you need some time away from them.
Can I interject? You mean for like brunch or like a lunch date?
Yeah,
she talking because Jenny obviously Jenny hanging out with her friends. Listen, I've seen pictures of Jenny hanging out with her friends, and you know where they was at?
Where?
McDonald's.
Okay, so that's something different. That's different from being in the club or going.
Her and her friends, her and her friends was hanging out, and their kids was with them at times.
Yeah.
But she was hanging out at McDonald's. If you want to go to McDonald's, I'm cool. I'm home. I'm home chilling. Matter of fact, I'll stay with the kids. Y'all can go mingle at McDonald's if that's what you want.
Ain't nobody going mingle at no McDonald's. That's crazy.
McDonald's or Starbucks, that matter.
If you going to Starbucks or whatever, man, that's cool for me. Like you can do that.
That's boring. I don't know if I want to get married.
That's what I mean.
No, every marriage is different.
I need somebody I can have fun with. Not saying going to the club.
So you can't have fun with it. That's what I just said.
No, I'm not saying going to the club. Everything.
All right, so I'm saying me and my wife have fun together.
Right.
So we can go do stuff together and have fun. Like do grown folk stuff, have fun. But if you want to go do grown folk stuff and have fun with your friends and stuff like that, then why do you want to go to? What's the point of going to a club?
No.
To get a teacher from other men?
I never ever said anything about going to a club. Every time I go out, I do not go to a club.
You said you cool with your guy going to the titty bar.
I
To give
said
his
if
attention
he
to
was
other
going
women?
to a
Why did you
bachelorette
say
party,
strip club?
if he was going to, yeah, because what is a titty bar? You can call it the whole bar, as they hoes. I'm just saying. But what I'm
I
saying
ain't going
is,
that far as calling them hoes, but
Yeah,
it is what it is. Go ahead, though.
hey, they do. It is what it is when you sign up for that job. But anyway, what I'm saying is, I don't care about that if he's going like for a bachelorette party or a party, because I have done that and I came with them and we had a good time. But going every like weekend or every time when you go out with your friends, no, I wouldn't even want to deal with you.
I wouldn't want my husband to go to not even one time, a bachelor party.
Really?
That
So
was
wait,
at a
if
strip
their
club.
friends
Man,
get
hold on.
married, they can't go?
At a
Hold
strip club.
on, man. Nay, hold on. Peep this. Peep this, Nay. This is from Grace. She says, when a woman is happily married, she won't be interested in going out with her girlfriends to party or be in a club. A husband's company and children, if they have, it is enough. There is so much you can do to enjoy with your family. In a
That must be
Filipino
my
family,
cousin
it is.
then. Because she don't go out at all. She lived through me.
There you go. Well, you got examples. You got
No,
examples.
yeah, my cousin, I love her marriage. She's very happy. She's very happy. She loved being a mom. I'm like, oh, we're just opposite. But that's my girl. She's like my sis. We close.
So you saying you ain't built you ain't, from what I'm hearing, you sounding like you ain't ready for marriage, or you ain't built for it. Kat, you still quiet, Kat. What's going on? So is this your wave too?
Maybe I'm
letting
just
you get away,
I
Kat.
want. Maybe I just never thought about that
No.
because I've been single so long. I don't.
What are you saying no to, Kat?
No, it's not my way because I don't like even going to the club anyway. I don't do that. That's not me.
But you said you ain't got nothing to offer no man. So you don't see a future with you and your current boyfriend?
I see it.
Do you see a future between you and your current boyfriend?
She says she sees it.
Yeah.
She see it?
Bring him out.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the question, because at the end of the day,
No face, no
she can
kiss.
see the future. Man. Don't forget that men control access to marriage. So the question will always be, will he marry you? He'll date you, but will he marry you? Are you say like that, Jen?
I mean, that's true.
I leave that
yeah.
God.
I mean,
I don't know if that's God's decision. That's his decision. Am I right, Eddie? We'll date him, but will we marry him?
Dang.
We get to choose. We get to decide. Yeah.
They don't like that. They like to be in control. What you think about that, Nay? You get to choose who you date. We get to choose who we marry.
No, that's true. No, I agree.
So at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? What you have to offer, if you offering going out, clubbing, if you allow me to, I can tell you this, if you allow me to go to the strip club or whatever the case may be and go into the clubs, I don't see marriage in our future.
Hey, to each his own.
that's true.
I'm not
Maybe
saying
home
if that,
alone.
and I'm only saying that. Listen, no. Listen, I'm saying that as if I'm dating someone. When you're dating, you're dating more than one. If I'm dating exclusive, then that's something different. Or if I'm in a relationship, no. But if I'm just dating you, do whatever you want. We dating. Like, I'm not trying to control you. I don't want you trying to control me.
All right, so let me ask you this question, Nate.
Dating exclusively or like
hold
in a
on, Nate. Relax. I got you. Follow me here. Nate, follow me on this. Yeah. At what point in time do you make the decision that you're not dating to be dating? You're starting to date. Like, how long does it take for you to figure that out, that you want to date because you told me your intent is to get to marry. So the dating to be getting courted by several men shouldn't last that long.
Right. No.
So how long do you think it should last before you know if you're wasting your time or not? But see, because here's my issue with you, Nate, and this is the difference from a man. A man, we'll date until we'll date to court and date to date and date multiple people until we see the red flags and we like, yeah, I'm pass on her. I'm good, and I'm not going to continue to entertain because from a man's perspective, that's money I got to dish out to entertain it. So I'll keep it moving quick. You know what I'm saying? So, but you, on the other hand, Nate, you will continue to be entertained by people that you know that it ain't going nowhere. So, how long do you allow it to?
That's not true.
All right, so that's an argument for another day. But how long?
I told you. I went on 2 dates recently, and I just knew from the date I was not talking to him again. We did not link up again. No.
Yeah, I'm not gonna tell your business, Nate. So listen.
You can tell my business.
You just told me this past weekend that you went on a date. You knew that the dude wasn't your guy, but you went on a second date with him.
That was in the same weekend, and then after that, we did not go on a date. We went to brunch the next day, and he just because he invited me, and we just hung out. But I told him like, nah.
So you was using the name. Listen.
No, I'm not.
Hold on, Nate. Let me get to my point real quick because we time are running out, and I could see in Jenny's face she getting bored. So answer this, Nate. How long does it take for you to figure out that you found a person that you are interested in to be in a relationship with? How many dates does it take? How much attention do you need to get that one guy stands out from the rest?
I'll say a good month.
Jenny, when you started dating your husband, were you dating other people at the same time?
No.
You were just dating your husband?
Yeah.
Cuzzo.
Yeah.
When you were dating your husband, were you dating other people at the same time?
No, after we met that time, we were done.
You knew from there?
Well, I mean, I don't. For me, I guess so. Yeah, I dated with intentions. Yes.
What about you, Eddie? When you dated your wife, were you dating other people at the same time before you decided that you was going to settle down?
No.
I know Eddie lying.
No, I'm not.
And I know Kat ain't dating nobody else now neither. I know Kat only dating her guy. So here's my thing, Nate, because I'm gonna keep it all the way 100 with you. I'm not mad that I think, and I've said this before on podcasts. I think when you learning yourself, I don't have a problem with you dating to not be in a committed relationship because you're trying to figure out what you learn. But once you're ready to date with intentions, to me, when you're dating with intention, dating multiple people is too much time and too much effort you got to put into when you're dating with intentions. When you have no intentions to date, meaning that you have no intentions to settle down, I don't know what y'all want to call that. Maybe you can call it in your whole phase or whatever you want to call it.
No.
For men and women. I'm saying,
no.
You just dating a date.
I'm not dating a date. My intention is, let's see if I like this guy. He might be good. We had a conversation a couple weeks. Let's go on a date. When I go on the first date, if it's not that, then I don't go on a date with them no more. And then I just tell them in a nice way, hey, I'm just dating, just, chilling.
Everybody got to.
I'm just saying, in my generation, that's how dating goes. Nobody's just dating one person. Absolutely not. In my generation.
We're not getting married.
I don't think nobody in my generation is really thinking about that.
And that's why society is what it is now. Hey, Eddie, what you about to say, Eddie?
I don't know. I'm a bit confused. is it when we're talking about dating, is that courtship? Are we talking about courtship? And that is the first question. Second question, is it okay? Is it okay? We nowadays we say dating. What about courtship? Is
What
it
do you
is it is
say?
it allowed biblically?
And courtship. Are you dating with courtship?
Because we've mentioned here dating just for dating. Is that even allowed? Is that okay? Really?
It's a good question, my man.
Is that okay?
I will say when I have only been on dates with a few people. I don't just be dating all the time. But when I do go on dates, the intention is to like the person. But sometimes when I go on these dates, I told you, Aaron, how the guy was arrested the night before for a restraining order that his baby mom had on him.
God's face. The
But
type
that's
of
what I'm saying. So like when I'm saying dating, I have good intentions. He was a good guy so far, but when we went on a date, you're telling me our first date, I don't want to deal with you no more.
Hold on, let me because Nene gonna answer the question and make it sound crazy. Let me answer the question for you, Eddie. And I'm gonna speak from a man's perspective. For me, I can speak for me when I was a young boy, going early colleges or whatever the case may be. See, I guess that's a hard question because you got to then define what courting is. To me, actually, you don't even have to define courting because courting is courting. But I think when you are dating, you kind of put it out there that I'm not trying to be in a committed relationship. You know what I'm saying? So you kind of like if you're courting with the understanding that we ain't going nowhere, at least in the beginning, until y'all do have an understanding that you are. You understand what I'm saying, Eddie? I don't know if I'm making sense or not, but like when I was dating, when I was like dating, when I'm like playing the field or whatever you want to call it, I made it known. I didn't lead nobody on and break people's hearts or anything like that. I made it known that yo, like I'm chilling, like we chilling. So we hung out, went out to the movies or whatever the case may be. And even if I had to pay, it was because I wanted to, because I wanted to hang out and chill. You know what I mean? It wasn't on some, yo, I'm leading this girl on to be my girl. But when I made a decision that I'm feeling her, you know what I'm saying? Then you start, to me, it naturally happened too. You hang out with the person more and more that you like. You know what I'm saying? You hang out with the people that you normally would just hang out and chill with less. And you start giving that person more and more your attention. So at that particular point, you kind of like make it known, like, yo, I'm interested and see where it go. You know what I mean? And kind of take it from there. But I think that you have to say what your intent is up front when you are courting or dating, whatever you want to call it. So if you say, yo, I'm dating to date, then like if somebody else, if they went out, because I'll give you a prime example, Eddie, real quick. My best friend, her name's Aisha. When I met Aisha, me and my friends used to go to the mall, if not every week, every other week. Like we stayed. The mall used to be one of like going to the mall. If we wasn't doing nothing before we went out to skating rings and partying or whatever it is, like we used to go hang out at the mall. And even though I didn't know Aisha, every weekend when we went to the mall, she was at the mall. And I used to see multiple guys trying to holler at her friends all the time. You know what I mean? Too much. She used to get a whole bunch of attention all the time. Now, for me, that's a turn off for me. You know what I'm saying? And it's no knock on her, but like if I see you all like, if I see you, have dudes up in your face all the time, I'm not like, I would have never tried to holler at her because I knew that if she going to the mall, I'm not going to be like, yo, you can't go to the mall no more. You know what I'm saying? And I know that a whole bunch of guys always try to holler at her at the mall. And I knew that's what they was going up there for. And I knew that because that's what I was going up there for, to holler at chicks. You know what I'm saying? So if you know like the person that I can't be on some, yo, I'm chilling, having fun, and then expecting the person to be be committed to you. You know what I mean? So when I'm dating, I'm also understanding that this person tonight she could be chilling with me, tomorrow she could have this dude at her house. You know what I mean? Or she could be going to the movies with somebody else tomorrow. So when you make your attention to date with attentions, then you are saying, yo, all right, need to cut all that out. This is about me and you now. Am I making sense?
So then, so what's the difference, courting and dating? And the second bit of my question was, is it okay? Is it, because I'm thinking, who will date someone and tell her, I'm just dating you for dating you, nothing serious, I just want to date you.
Over here, they do it all the time.
Really?
I was gonna say, Eddie, it's 2024. There's
I don't
people
know,
that really just
Maybe not in that words, not in those words necessarily, but like we
in
just friends.
actions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
If y'all been dating for
say,
6 months and it don't get
My-
nowhere.
the girl I'm telling you about, Eddie, the girl I'm telling you about, there's times when I used to get into arguments with my girlfriends because I used to hang out with her all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would have never, I wasn't never trying to date her, but she was cute. If it was nothing going on, if me and my boys they was wiped up going somewhere, and it was a movie coming out, I didn't mind paying for her to go to the movies. You know what I'm saying? And it would be funny because I would meet chicks from college that, you know what I mean, that see me and stuff. I'll be out with the movies with her, and they be looking at me like, that's your girl. And I just be laughing, like, you know what I mean? And we would just go to the movies together. It wasn't no big deal. You know what I'm saying?
So you were still hanging out with her, and when you had girlfriends too?
Yeah, to a certain, I got into arguments about that. But see, here's the
that
thing.
ain't cool.
Listen, I as an adult now, yeah, I wouldn't do that now. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, at the end of the day, I was in relationships. I was dating, but I wasn't trying to I wasn't in no long-term relationships. I wasn't like,
You was a pimp.
nah, it wasn't even about that. I mean, I had girlfriends, but also, you know what I mean? Like, I was chilling. Like, I wasn't in no relationship to where you talking about 18, 19, 20. Like, I wasn't trying to get married. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, if a girlfriend told me, oh, you can't be with her no more, I don't like, if I had to choose between you and her, I would have chilled. You know, I was keeping her around. You know what I mean? I can always get another girlfriend. It wasn't until I started. It wasn't until I got into a serious relationship. When you start, you know what I mean? Like, my first serious relationship for me was in college. And I told y'all about that. You know what I mean? I learned a lot about myself and what I like and don't like. And when I was in college, actually, now I'm thinking about it, me and Aisha got cool after that first relationship. And I like having cute chicks around me. It was one of those things. But I can't even tell you even though I dated. Matter of fact, the next time I got into a serious relationship wasn't with somebody that even lived in my state at that particular point in time. I actually think online dating, one of the things about online dating is that you get an opportunity you got to make effort. You know what I'm saying? When you talking with people around where you live and stuff, it's simple. It's easy to call somebody up and be like, yo, let's chill. But with online dating, you got to kind of put effort into it. You got to make time, especially if they don't live where you live at.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So now I was dating somebody from Las Vegas. So we had to coordinate our times to talk on the phone. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, you was really talking.
Flying back and forth to each other, you know what I mean? And doing all this, that, and the third. So, you know, it was one of those things.
Can I just chime in?
Yeah,
Yeah, just to answer Eddie's question with regards to the difference between dating and courtship. Because out here, when you say you're dating, a guy and a girl just chooses to know each other better before getting into something more serious, like like so you can date more than one person, but if you've chosen to have a more serious relationship with a girl, you ask the girl if you can court her, and you just court that one girl only. So you're just trying to win her heart and get her yes, for you both to be in a committed relationship. So it's a no to court more than one person, more than one girl.
I
And
agree
then
with everything you said, Jenny, except that I never in my life
just
ever
if
asked a
bench.
girl if I caught her.
What you say? What you
I
say?
never asked a girl in my life, can I court her?
So
Eddie,
then, how
I'm
did she know
surprised,
you
Eddie,
wanna
that
marry
you
her?
even
I mean,
asked that question though,
let's be
Eddie. Like,
exclusive, or you just make it known by your
yeah.
like Nay said, by your actions. Like you're
Yeah.
not going to see them around with someone. They're going to be available. Like if you're holding conversations or having relationships then with more than one person, you're not going to be,
You
your
have to make
availability
it
is going to be cut
formal.
down.
Let
Yeah.
them
Right.
know that you are courting
So
them.
then,
So
how do you
the girl won't get
formalize
mixed signals.
how do you formalize that? How do you make it formal from we're just dating, getting to know each other to
Hold on, no, Eddie.
now
I
it
gotta
is you?
ask this question to you, man, because you taking it back. How did you even get into a situation where you got married, man?
Again, you know what? I am
The
a very,
questions are
very
simple. The
traditional.
questions are
I'm very, very old
Yeah,
school.
he traditional. He said, "You
Yeah,
my woman," and that's
yeah,
it.
I am
I'm just
very,
saying, like,
very
how did
old
that even
school.
come
Yeah,
about to even you
I
saying you my woman? Because I mean, like, you asking the question like you never dated before, man.
no, you know what? It's like we're a bit different. Not a bit, totally different. Because
Well, we different.
Was it arranged? Was your marriage arranged?
no,
And
no,
we
no, no, no,
talking
no,
about Eddie
no,
here. Eddie, we talking about you. You the dude who can
Well,
have five
five
wives.
wives, right?
That's what
You
I'm
know?
saying.
no.
Eddie is asking some crazy questions.
Yeah, you
No, no, no.
asking a
Listen,
question
I'm
like you
asking at
don't
least.
know.
You know what? I just wanted to be clear. What is meant by dating just for dating, and then Jenny has
Somebody.
brought up something very
It's a getting
interesting.
to know stage, as they say.
So that is basically friendship.
So you'd be able to decide whether you'd pursue the girl.
Eddie, yes, I would say friend because most of the girls that I dated, that
Mhm.
if I didn't get into a relationship with, we ended up being friends.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I actually have girls that I dated that I'm friends that we broke up and they became good friends of mine too.
Sometimes it's better that way.
But in any case, we tapping out. I can see everybody looking tired. Y'all getting tired of the conversation.
I'm getting hungry.
You ate all those gummy worms.
I tore
Yeah.
them up. I'm hungry. All I had was breakfast today.
Yeah, we signing out. Y'all want to give a shout out to anybody? I want to say for all your mothers out there, I know we're a day late, but happy Mother's Day.
Happy
You know what I'm
Mother's
saying?
Day.
Thank God that my children came back from their vacay safely and picked up the grands.
All right. We signing out. Y'all have a good night.
All righty.
Thank you.
Be safe, be blessed, be well.
Good night.
See you next week.